Phil, I'm wondering if you could share what some of your responsibilities or chores were when you were younger growing up.
Well, that shouldn't be too hard because, again, coming from those the values I just talked about, we all have a responsibility as far as how I understand it. Even as a boy, a child growing up in a Métis community where we didn't have running water, didn't have electricity, we didn't have all these things that we have today, but we had the knowledge and we had the experiences and we had all the support we needed as children from our parents, grandparents, uncles, aunts, and it just goes on and on. The community, and how they were very instrumental in showing us how to learn the basic skills that we needed to live an everyday life. I grew up in a small, different communities across the country with a lot of Métis people around all the time. And we never stayed in one spot too long. We were always moving to our parents or our fathers especially. Our mothers never actually worked that much. They were raising the families. But the men, they were out there looking for a job, no matter if they had to hitchhike. I used to see my uncles and my father and some of my relatives, they would hobo the train to go to work. I don't know if anybody's familiar with that word, hobo. There was a lot of hobos back in the 40s. Because that's how they would go from place to place to go and find work. And I used to be all excited when the steam engine came. After a few days, expecting my father and my uncles to get off from them. So those are some of the things. But I also had the responsibility to be able to do work in the house and outside the house. And my responsibility was to haul wood. Wintertime we'd haul snow to melt it, bring it in a barrel, put it in a barrel and melt it so we could have water. And there was, at the same time, we played at the same time when we were hauling wood. We were kind of logging. We had sleighs. My uncle made sleighs for us so that we could stack it up like, like a logging truck you see today, and stack up the wood and bring it in and haul it from the bush there, and then saw it with the hand saw and chop it and bring it in, and this was kind of fun at the same time. We were playing at the same time, and those were some of the tasks that we were taught to do. And to hunt, we started hunting at a very early age. Yeah, so how to listen to the environment, how to be aware of what's taking place outside, because that was part of our survival, how to use the land and understand the animals and the different seasons, how everything behaved. So we always worked. I couldn't remember well, we did play, but this different way of playing. A lot of times I'm asked, what were the games that you used to be able to play? You know, we created our own games, and we played like we were horses and stuff like that, and those are the things we knew. We didn't know anything else too much. We played ball Sundays. Community would come together and play ball. The elders would bring their baskets full of food, and we'd play ball and eat and have fun with the community. Aunts and uncles and cousins. Yeah. So So those times is I remember them very, very clearly because those are the happy times. Yeah. So, and that's how we learned is when we're having fun. Obviously, it stuck with me to be able to have fun that way. Yeah.
And be creative.
Very, very much so. Yeah, very creative. Yeah, we were right from a young age. We were very creative to be able to create something. Still, I'm doing that today at my age. I love it. It's a hobby. I never sit around being bored. I'm always creating something that's connected with our history, our culture. Whatever I do, it's always that connection. So with all the new things we have in front of us today, we can even be more creative.